Magandang araw po mga kabansa. Kayo po ay nasa Iparas kay Paras at ito ay yung lingkod Ado Paglinawan na nagbubungad para papasukin ang ating sekretary.
Magandang hapon po. Unang-una, good afternoon, paring Ado. I've missed you for a week. And alam mo naman, mayroon tayong mga inaayos din, no? Ng mga personal. And of course, hindi natin makalimutan bumati sa ating mga kababayan na natulala na sa ang nangyayari sa ating bansa. Hindi nila maintindihan kung ano ba ang administrasyon ni Marcos Jr. Ano bang nangyayari? May poder ba siya? Or lindak president na siya? Kasi after he has released a statement na sinasabi niya ang impeachment of Sara or any official for that matter, including himself, I suppose, kasi he is also impeachable, is a storm in the teacup. It is a disturbance in the administration of government. It affects the economy of the country.
Kulang na lang yan sabihin destabilize.
It's well, if you summarize it, it means also it's a destabilization of governance of our country. When such an impeachment will cause division of the country. Oo. So, yun po. Pero tingnan mo, itong impeachment. Tumuloy pa rin ang mga private persons but who are identified with the left. There are two groups of them. One is an enemy of the other. Kasi yung grupo ng Akbayan, sinundan ng grupo ng Bayan Muna, magkalaban yan dalawa. They don't see eye to eye in terms of their ideology.
Meron pa raw pangatlo, susunod.
Meron pang pangatlo. Whatever it is, these were received by the House of Representatives, Secretary General, and it's still in his hands. It seems it was not forwarded to the Speaker of the House. Kasi that is supposed to be just like any other resolution, proposed resolution or proposed bill. It goes to the Rules Committee, and it is chaired by the head of the majority by the majority floor leader, who reports to the Speaker. And ito po ay on the floor, ina-assign yan to a certain committee, and in this particular case, when it comes to impeachment, nire-repair yan sa Committee on Justice. Pero none of that is still happening. As to why there is quandary in terms of acting on that, it is because the President has made a pronouncement, paring Ado, na ayaw ko yung impeachment. Now, susuwayin ba ng mga opisyalis dyan sa House of Representatives? Remember, walang nagiging speaker in the history of our legislation or of the legislative body, the House of Representatives in particular. Wala pang naalala akong naging speaker kung hindi or kung walang basbas sa ating Pangulo. From time of Ramos, I already said that. Walang basbas si Ramos, hindi maging speaker si Jose de Venecia. Noong panahon ni Macapagal Arroyo, walang basbas si Arroyo, hindi maging speaker si Belmonte. Hindi maging speaker si Jose de Venecia because siya pa rin ang naging speaker. Pero nung panahon ni Erap, after Ramos, maraming nagtutulak kay then Congressman Duabit, pero at the end of the day, ang binasbasan ni Erap ay si Manny Villar dahil nag-contribute sa kanya ng malaking halaga para manalo si Erap. So, sa panahon ni GMA, I said, George Venecia, panahon ni Noynoy, I think it was Sonny Belmonte, at sa panahon ni Duterte, ito, wala nga eleksyon eh. Muro-muro lang nga yung eleksyon noon eh. Dahil nagtutulak si Dominguez, si Medialdea, si Bongo, tinulak nila si Alan Cayetano. At dito po nagkaroon ng this is a true to life story. I should have known this because I was in the thick of the controversy that happened. Kaya nga siguro masakit sa puso ni Mr. Martin Romualdez dahil siya dapat talaga ang naging speaker ng panahon ni Duterte. Pero hinarang siya. Mayroon siyang numero. Gumastos na siya. Pero hinarang siya dahil niluto lang yung pagka-speaker ni Alan Cayetano doon sa House of Representatives, doon sa Malacanang. Hindi ako, I'm a loyalist to President Duterte, but I'm also loyal to the truth. And I know that nagkaroon ng jockeying. Wala namang numero si Cayetano eh. Pero dahil si Dominguez, nagkaroon ng block doon sa loob. Dominguez, nandyan si Medialdea, nandyan si Bongo. Tinutulak nila yung kaibigan nila na si Cayetano. At yun ang nagkaroon ng controversy dahil may kapit din si Lord Alan Velasco, mga kababayan. May kapit din. Ang sinasabi nila, yung asawa ni Velasco malapit kay Inday Sara at may connect din kay President Duterte. So, yun po ang nangyayari dito sa controversy ng speakership during the time of Duterte. After Alvarez has relinquished the speakership, tapos naging si Gloria Arroyo. Then there was an election, nagkaroon ng jockeying opposition. Paring Ado. So, yun po, masama ang loob ni Romualdez kasi siya dapat ang nanalo. Hindi binigay sa kanya dahil niluto lang doon sa Malacanang ang pagka-speaker ni Alan Cayetano. Tapos may attempt na naman uli si Speaker Romualdez, niluto na naman uli na ipasa kay Lord Alan Velasco. And according to some people, nakialam si Inday Sara doon sa speakership ni Velasco. Nagtatawag para kasi ayaw ni Alan Cayetano na mag-relinquish. So, gumalaw ang grupo, and I think this was the time that Sara Duterte tried to call members na ibigay na kay Velasco. So, napurnada na naman yung speakership ni Martin Romualdez, which I think he heavily find it, sad and disappointed. Kasi siya dapat ang mananalo kasi he had the numbers to win in any speakership fight. So, I'm just emphasizing that it's the president's call. Maski may numero ka, maski may pera ka, pag sinabi na ni Duterte or sinabi na ng presidente, ito ang gusto kong maging speaker. Kaya nga, ang nangyari dito sa pagdating ni Marcos, sino bang nag-endorse kay Martin Romualdez? Si Sandro Marcos, yun ang unang nag-endorse. Anak ng Pangulo. And I know for a fact, kaya yata masama ang loob ng certain people, kasi ang usapan yata doon sa pag-vice president ni Sara Duterte, parang mayroong usapan na ang gusto niyang maging Speaker of the House was Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Pero naunahan na sa umpisa pa lang, binigay na ni Marcos kay Martin Romualdez ang speakership.
True to the pattern.
True to the pattern na ang presidente ay siyang naglalagay ng Speaker of the House.
Pinakamalakas
So,
moral
ang
suasion.
point ko lang is kaya hindi pa umaandar ng gusto ang impeachment sa House dahil nag-iisip pa siguro si Speaker. Nag-iisip pa ang mga miyembro kung tutuparin ba nila yung binitiwan na salita ni Marcos Jr. na ayaw niya ng impeachment. Oh. Now, dito natin malalaman ang katotohanan. Kung talaga bang makatotohanan yung intent ni Marcos na ayaw niyang impeachment or baka moro-moro lang yan kasi makikita natin na kung moro-moro lang hindi siya papansinin ng mga congressmen at ipapatuloy nila ang impeachment. And in that sense, it's a slap on the face of Marcos Jr. Maski moro-moro, but in the eyes of the people, mga kababayan, it would seem or it would appear that Marcos was slapped on the face dahil hindi na siya sinusunod. So it means that he's a lame duck president, even 3 years only from the time he assumed office. Kasi ikaw, presidente, ikaw naglagay ng speaker. Nagsabi ka na sa publiko. Kaya nga ang Iglesia ni Cristo, sabi nila, naniniwala sila sa sinasabi ng Pangulo na ang Pangulo ay susundin dapat na hindi maganda ang magkaroon ng impeachment.
In this case, yung narrative ni Bongbong Marcos seems to be in the right track.
Seems to be. Kaya nga, even if we are critic of his misgovernance, his incompetence, but this time he made a good point. Because, you know, what would prevent others? Mangyayari ito, gulo. What would prevent others from filing also an impeachment complaint against Marcos? If this will fail, halimbawa, mga kababayan, if tinuloy pa rin ng House yung impeachment, maski may sinabi na si Marcos, what would prevent others to also file with the House an impeachment complaint against Marcos? From what I know and from my observation since the time Marcos assumed, there are more impeachable offenses that are mas matindi na pwedeng i-file against Marcos na mga totoong graft and corruption. One of this is yung tinestify ni Panganiban in the Senate that inutusan siya ni Marcos na ibigay doon sa 3 traders lamang yung sugar
Bid.
importation. That is high crime.
And other issues involved.
And there are other issues. Yung tinanggal niya yung governor doon sa Maguindanao. In spite of the fact that she was elected by the people, but ginawa niyang
OIC.
na OIC. And there are more. Sinasabi mo nga, mayroon pang yung he turned over Scarborough Shoal to the Chinese. That is neither here or there, but that can qualify.
But some of them are really blatant violations of the Constitution.
Yung kay Sara, kaya nga dapat, tama nga si Marcos, na ibasura yung impeachment na yan. Because wala namang basis. Confidential funds, ginastos ni Sara. Ito nga, which brings us to this point, na itong mga congressmen, hindi talaga nag-aaral, itong TWADCOM na ito, hindi talaga nag-aaral ng concept or ng reality about confidential funds. Tingnan mo ito. Pakinggan natin ito si humahakot Akop. Umaakop. Si Mr. Umaakop.
Manyakop.
Pakinggan natin yung kanyang mga dinadaldal na plunder, graft and corruption, misuse of
Mga pabida niya.
funds by abogado ba ito? Or pretending to be a lawyer because the confidential fund confidential yan in nature. Literally, it's confidential. Pakinggan natin si...
I would say he would know something. Ganda siya, dating pulis eh.
No.
Let me remind the public of what is at stake here. It would constitute graft and corruption if public funds are misused or misappropriated, or worse, if funds are diverted to personal use or benefit. And given the amount we are talking about here, this may be under the crime of plunder.
Alam mo, with due respect, ako, naging mayor din ako, and I know the nature of intelligence funds. Nung panahon namin, that was in 1986, naging mayor po ako, hanggang, I think, 1989. Alam ko yung nature ng dati yata ang tawag pa namin intelligence fund Then suddenly dinivide na nila yan pagka military, intelligence pagka civilian confidential funds. But the nature of the fund remains the same. And there is a COA circular that is still alive and kicking, which says that the liquidation of confidential funds or intelligence fund for that matter must be placed in yung mga resibo or yung kasi halos lahat yan walang resibo kasi ang like in a mayor for instance, during the time na naging mayor ako, grabe ang insurgency sa lugar namin. So we need intelligence fund para tumulong kami sa mga sundalo, sa mga pulis para may mga kinakausap kami na magbibigay ng information. Binibili mo yan. Mga assets. Binibigyan mo ng pera yan. Pero yung asset na yan, hindi mo ilalagay yung pangalan dahil hindi naman papayag yun yung tunay nilang pangalan ilalagay. Kaya nga confidential or it's part of the intelligence gathering. So if we progress that to the level of what is being now investigated, ganon din pa rin ang nature ng confidential fund, mga kababayan. Ano bang definition ng confidential? Ito, nakalagay dito, what is the main purpose of confidentiality? Confidentiality means protecting personal information. How is that related to the information that we gathered when we were mayors? Personal information ng tao na nagbibigay ng
leads,
ng data about, sasabihin niya, sir, mayroong mga NPA na nagpupunta doon sa sinusurveillance ko, nagpupunta doon sa isang lugar. So babayaran mo yung babayaran mo yon, pero hindi siya magbibigay ng pangalan niya. Sabihin niya, akong pangalan ko ay Piatos. O pangalan ko ay Akop. O pangalan ko Chua. Pero hindi yan ang tunay niyang pangalan. Why? Because pag nalaman yung tunay niyang pangalan at malalabas doon sa mga NPA na tinuturo niya, papatayin siya. That's the nature. Kaya nga, ang liquidation niyan, pagkatapos na nabayaran ng mayor, ng gobernador, at nilista ng gobernador, binigay ko kay Piatos. Tapos gagawa lang sila ng resibo. For all we know, pinirmahan ba ni Piatos yon, or pinirmahan ba ni Acop yon, or pinirmahan ba ni Chua yung resibo? Wiris-wiris lang yung kanyang pirma. Pero the purpose was done and accomplished, which is the mayor was able to get information, which he shares it with the military or shares it with the law enforcement. So, if we apply that to Sara Duterte, given an confidential fund, so yung mga niliquidate nila, kasi she was assisted by 2 military personnel who may have background in intelligence. Kasi ang Department of Education, maraming maraming titiktikan mo dyan. Pwedeng sa ganun palang level sa mga probinsya, nire-recruit na ng mga NPA yung mga bata.
High school pa lang.
High school pa lang, or elementary pa lang. Or pwede ring titiktikan niya yung mga tumatanggap ng yung pangtawid program na nagsisinungaling yung it can be other means of intelligence or of spying.
Yung nagdi-distribute ng drugs
within the school perimeter. Titiktikan mo yan. So,
pornography.
Pwede mo bang i-report yung nagsumbong? Hindi. So, lalagay ka ng fake na pangalan. Pero the purpose is being done. Kasi, ngayon lang nangyari ito na binulatlat dahil lang sa personal na attainment nila na malagay sa alanganin si Vice President Sara. Binulatlat nila yung long practice, long standing na use of confidential funds. So, why single out Sara Duterte? For all you know, pag binulatlat mo yung intelligence fund ni Governor so-and-so, o for instance, yung governor ng Agusan or governor ng Surigao, ibulatlat mo yung kanyang intelligence fund or confidential fund. Ibulatlat mo yung sa mayor ng Maynila, mayor ng Santa Rosa, Laguna. Ibulatlat niyo yung mga yan. Makikita nyo na ganun din ang ginagawa. Ngayon lang, akala nila, kasi they are investigating Inday Sara, paring Ado, ninanakaw daw ni Sara yung pera. Yun ang sinasabi nitong mga congressmen because hindi nila alam yung nature ng confidential fund. What is the meaning of confidential? What is a confidential fund? This account is used to recognize the amount paid for expenses related to surveillance activities in civilian government agencies that are intended to support the mandate or operations of the agency. Surveillance. Ano ba yung surveillance? Titiktikan mo. Spying. Ibubulatlat mo ba yung mga nagbibigay sa yung information, yung mga assets na yan, para mapatayin sila nung nire-report nila?
Pero ako, palagay ko, talaga sinasadya na lang nila ito kasi parang recalcitrant at incorrigible na itong mga congressman nito. Clarify na ng ombudsman yan sa hearing Hindi sila nakikinig. Hearing sila ng hearing. Hindi naman sila natututo. At pinipilit nila yung sarili nilang definition.
So, ako, at the end of the day, incongruous. Correct. Sinasabi nila na may plunder, may ganun. Pero, pagdating ng Committee on Justice, well, ako, as far as my experience is concerned, ito lahat useless ito, yung mga dinadaldal nila. Because hindi naman magagamit yan Why? Because kung talagang suwayin nila si Marcos sa sinasabing ayaw niya ng impeachment, They don't even go to the committees anymore. Magpapirma lang yan ng 1/3. Useless lahat yung time and efforts na inaano ni Chua dyan sa pag-imbestiga ng ni Sara, yung mga sinasabi nilang under, yung sinasabi nilang fake yung mga pangalan. Wala lahat yan. That will hold no water. Why? Because pupunta lang yan sa Senado eh. If they get 1/3, wala na yan. Shut down na yung Committee on Justice. Shut down na yung kanilang TWAD committee.
Which Manny Villar did to Iraq.
Yes. And doon ang labanan sa Senado. So, doon sa kay Justice Corona, doon nagkabayaran, pare. In fact, Jinggoy, when he was detained, prior to his detention, sinasabi niya, binigyan kami ng tag 100 million. May mga nakakuha ng 400 million, tapos sa House, binigyan ng DAP, disbursement funds, which was stricken down by the Supreme Court. Doon sa kay Corona, kasi talagang galit na galit si Noynoy Aquino kay Corona, siya talagang on the forefront of having Corona impeached. Convicted. Dito naman kay Sara, presuming kung yung mga nakakaalam, baka hindi nyo na nalalaman yung impeachment. Ako kasi, I've been through impeachment processes. Yung pag-impeach namin kay ERAP noon, I was part of the team headed by Sonny Belmonte then. Kasama ko si Manong Raul Gonzales, sila Oka Moreno. So, niluto na yun sa House. Walang Committee on Justice na kinunbin. Diniretso ni Manny Villar. After the prayer, niluto na ng House, nagpirma na yung 1/3, diniretso na ni Manny Villar.
In-elevate na.
And this is not the first time. We also tried impeaching Justice Davide. Kasama ko yung mga NPC. Yan, si Gibo. Kasama ko yan si Gibo. Kasama ko yan si Escudero. We tried to impeach Justice Davide. Kasi the Justice Committee, I think it was headed then by Nonoy Libanan or Pajardo. I think Congressman Pajardo from Nueva Ecija, if I recall. Inimbestigahan nila yung mga pagbibili ni Davide ng mga expensive curtains, mga sala sets, mga kwan, tapos yung renovation ng Supreme Court mansion in Baguio and so on and so forth. So, we were able to get a signature. We were about to turn over. Pero hinalang kami ni Divinesia at sinasabi ni Frank Rendrelon sa Senate, I will not receive your impeachment complaint. We were able to comply with the requirements for impeachment of Hilario Davide, the required signature. Pero ayaw ni Joe DeBee, ayaw ni Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, who was then the president. Dahil favorite niya si Justice Davide, yun ang nagpagawa niyang Pangulo. Ayaw din tanggapin ni Frank Drilon because at that time, sip-sip sa puwet ni Duterte, ni Macapagal Arroyo, si Frank Drilon at the time. So, these are things that must be shared to the public. So, going back to the impeachment of Inday Sara, the Vice President, useless yung mga pinagdadaldal nitong mga tuwadcom na ito because hindi naman yan magagamit
Kung hindi tutuloy, fait accompli na yan.
Hindi naman ang House of Representatives, yung mga pinag-iimbestigan nyo, hindi yan magagamit sa impeachment, Choy. Kasi ang Senado is an independent of the House. Sila yung magdi-demand tapos pareho yan ng second envelope. Sasabihin, confidential, hindi binuksan, kaya nag-walk out yung mga lawyers Kasi ayaw pabuksan. So, ganun din yan. Sasabihin lang ng lawyer yan, kasi maraming matalino sa Senate Pag sinabi ng abogado ni Sara, these are confidential funds. These are not subject to
Public scrutiny.
Public scrutiny. Anong meaning ba ng confidential? Intended to be kept secret. Confidential information similar private, personal, intimate, privileged, quiet, secret, top secret, sensitive, classified, restricted, non-public, unofficial, off the record, not for publication, not for circulation, not to be made public, not to be disclosed.
Under wraps.
Yun ang mga meaning nan. Pero dahil tinatakot niyo ang COA, which COA is supposed to defend the circular, which says that confidential funds liquidation through receipts or through information gathered should be placed in a sealed envelope, and only the chairman of the Commission on Audit can open it. Yun ang nakalagay sa batas. And it is meant to be thrown to the dustbin of history. Kasi nga confidential So, mga kababayan, punta ka sa dictionary, makikita mo yung meaning ng confidential. Non-publication, and so on and so forth. So, ang labanan niyan talaga sa Senado. Yung Congress, parang ano lang yan, pare magkarga ka ng dadaan lang yan dyan. Parang daanan lang yan. Pwedeng may butas, hindi dadaan. Pwedeng maayos yung, ano bang tawag niyan? Salaan. Pwedeng pumasok at papunta doon sa Senado. Yung binubuhos mong tubig or ano. At doon yan lilitisin. So, I don't know why a lot of people are so engrossed in what Congress will do, what Congress will not do. At the end of the day, hindi nila susundin si Marcos, pero baka susundin siya ng Senado. Di ba dismiss lang yung impeachment? Because you need 2/3 votes kung may 8 na senador na hindi boboto dyan. Dito nga sa AKAP 10 ang hindi bumoto sa AKAP out of 17. 7 lang yung bumoto. So that's by analogy, that's a test. Kung sino ang ang nagtutulak ng AKAP, ang House. So nakuha nila yung boto nila. Pero pagdating sa Senate, out of 17 is 7 lang yung so by analogy, pwede ibasura yung impeachment na yan sa Senate.
For the meantime, nagulo ang bayan.
Nagulo na ang bayan dahil yan sa mga kibitchers, mga mainstream media na pinapalaki itong issue na ito, na dapat sana mahinahon ang taong bayan, ina-analyze ang mga issues na klaro.
Problema.
Ina-analyze ano ba talaga ang nature ng impeachment. It starts with the House, and if the House has the number, they can bring it to the Senate. Tapos. Or the House can pwede nilang idididali sa Justice Committee. Pero wala nang panahon yan. magko-convene na naman uli ang sa January. So, kung idadaan mo yan sa form and substance, matagal yan.
Mag-eleksyon pa.
Aabutan ka na ng Tapos, pag tumagal dyan, yung mga senador will no longer have any appetite to hear that. Kasi magkakampanya na yan sila. So, alam mo, we're in a state of, Kaya ako, ang bottom line dyan, Sara Duterte will not be impeached in any way. This administration will do it. For lack of time, and Marcos himself has already said, whether he is lying to the people or not lying to the people, but his words have already reverberated to so many people na naniniwala ng taong bayan na batino si Marcos for saying these things.
Sa issue na yan.
Sa issue na yan. Yung sinasabi niyang impeachment is divisive,
Pero
it's bad for the economy, and so on and so forth.
May hidden Damocles sword dyan sa taas ng presidente. Dahil ang tao has no appetite for the impeachment of the Vice President. And the survey is showing that.
Precisely. Ano bang survey ni Marcos ngayon? Pagkita mo nga natin yan, binigay ko.
Pakita natin yung survey ni Marcos. Bumagsak na nga dahil dito sa mga kabulastugan ng Senado.
Marcos numbers crash as many sectors withdraw support from his presidency.
Ayan ang net approval at saka net trust. Negative. Paano nga yan? If you are the president, talagang pipigilan mo yan. At the end of the day, it is the president with his low ratings in approval and trust rating. Pakita natin ulit. Ito, himayin natin ng unti-unti, Chris. Approval, 33. Ay, mataas pa yung disapproval 38. So, negative 5 ang net approval. Sa trust naman, 23 na lang. Ang distrust, lumaki na ng 44. So, ang net trust, negative 21 na.
Himayin natin yan.
If you push the...
It seems na yung sinasabi niyang ayaw niyang impeachment, walang naniniwala. Yung trust ng taong bayan sa dinadaldal niya, sino bang nagsira ng kanyang trust? Yung Kongreso. Kasi hindi siya sinusunod. Sana kung binitawan niya kaagad yung sinasabi niyang ayaw niya ng impeachment, nag-react na kaagad ang Kongreso at sinasabi, we will obey the President. Kung pakinggan mo si Barbers, anong sinasabi ni Barbers, pare? Ipakita mo nga. Ito yung ng sentimento ng mga congressman. Ito.
Ako personally, my opinion, this is a conscience, kumbaga, if ever you will take a position, dapat pag-aralan mo. Dapat sarili mong conviction, sarili mong opinion dun sa usapin, dun sa issue, 'di ba? Wag nang lumabas dun sa issue.
Ako, ang paniwala ko, first, the impeachment will end up in the Senate. The impeachment will be examined carefully by the senators, and after that examination, there will be more than 8 senators who will not vote to impeach Sara Duterte. Yun po ang prediction ko. Otherwise, kung tumagal yan dyan, it will be overtaken by events. So, it will be another Congress dahil magkakaroon ng eleksyon. So, wala yan. It will not end up into what they want to do. It will end up into their disappointment if they want Sara to be kicked out. Yun po ang paniwala natin. Maraming pong salamat.
Huwag kalimutang mag-subscribe dito sa Iparas kay Paras at i-click ang notification bell sa YouTube channel ko na rin po at Ado Paglinawan. Iparas kay Paras.